Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to RDNA. I am Mr. Williams. Um, I know it's been quite a while since I made a video and talked about anything that's going on in the news. There's been a lot going on. You know, definitely a lot going on. You know, since June. Especially in the um, social justice scene, and and it's like just one thing after another. You know, one tragic thing after the next. And you can kind of feel like the racial tensions. You know, I was talking to my sister and my mom this morning. It was my mom's birthday, so I gave her a call. You know, and they're in Georgia. I'm in California. Um, and my sister was saying it's like she could feel like the negative energy. You know what I mean? Like when you interact with people. And kind of like there's an animosity in the air. You know, um, and I told her, I was like, I had to agree with that a little bit. Like sometimes you can like feel like there's some kind of animosity in the air when in certain spaces with certain individuals. You know, and you can just kind of feel this energy. And as I was perusing through Facebook, this morning, I just kind of like I don't know whether it's looking for inspiration or just like food for thought. Because honestly, I spend a great deal of my time just kind of thinking and processing. But something that I've always come back to when it comes to black people and this kind of the stigma that we got here in America. Um, you know, how we, as American as we are, we the constant other. You know, um, and we've been demonized in every way you could possibly imagine. You know, and one of the things I always come to a conclusion with, and when it comes to this oppressive system, and the people who participate in it or hold it up somehow. All we ever did to America was be black. That's the thing, first and foremost, that comes to my mind as a black person seeing racism or persecution in this country is like, what is that for? Because all I ever did was be black. That's it. It's something like it's something you can't take it off. Now I would say that being a black person, it's not a monolith. You know what I'm saying? We're not all exactly the same. We don't all have the exact same experiences. But it's one thing that we can say, the things that we do have in common as black people is that, at least having one time or another when you felt like you were being othered. And very few people have to live like that. Like that's people that are doing worse in the world. But who is getting treated like black Americans in their home? We're not migrating here. We not immigrating. We plank owners. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors' blood is in the soil. So, we have just as much right to this as everybody else. And recently more and more I was like kind of just getting into different aspects. You can't overlook the racism. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is prejudiced towards you and you didn't do anything to warrant that prejudice, then you have every right to feel some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd be remiss to take away somebody's ability to say, how dare you dislike me for the simple fact that I exist? But even more so, if I'm on your mind and I don't even think about you, I don't care what your numbers are. You know, I was talking to my father last night because yesterday was his birthday. And I always find it funny, you know, that depending on what picture you want to paint, when it comes to black people, we're either the smartest or the dumbest of whatever it is you're trying to call us at the time. And sometimes they try to call us both things at the same time. We're criminal masterminds, but yet dumb as hell. You know, so, you know, we're cognizant enough to do crime, but we're not cognizant enough to know that even if I did want to get to my car and grab my knife, there's no way in hell I'm faster than these four cops and their drawn weapons. You know, and people that aren't victimized by the system, they do mental gymnastics for this system. You know, and you know, most of the right and wrong that I feel like we see is easy. It's easy. It's easy. You know, everybody you see people always talking about their gut feeling. Nah, you trust your gut. Now, if you look at some shit and it look wrong, your gut said, nah, something's up with that. Why can't you trust your gut then? You know what I'm saying? And we talk about, the police get damn near deified. They have one of the most powerful unions in the country, which is partially why you can't do nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? Now, you and I, we do something that we're not supposed to do, or we somehow malpractice at our job. We out of there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get that last 2 weeks. If you got something in your 401k, you can transfer it, cash it out. But either way, you out of there. And you move towards your next situation. But that's if you push some papers. Or do whatever it is you do. But if your malpractice is in the handling of human beings, then maybe you shouldn't be allowed to continue in that profession. You know what I'm saying? You do a crime, they take away your right to vote. What did your right to vote have anything to do with that crime you commit? Sound like something that just cooked into the books to me for a select group. But that's neither here nor there, because we know that exists. It's going to take a whole lot of like-minded individuals. Like, I'm not really one for, I'm not really one for, like, the action. Like, I was talking to my father last night, and I was like, if you go out to a protest or whatever, and the action start, you know what I'm saying, or whatever things start, that you feel that energy, you out there with the people, you know what I'm saying, you out there with the people for the people's business to be heard, and things start to get heated. And then you ask yourself, at least what I would ask myself is, what am I out here for in the first place? You know what I'm saying? I'm out here to be active. Wherever that action takes us. That's when I finally hit the streets, it's gonna be for action. Like, whatever the action is. Because as it stands right now, we're in bizarro world. like Bizarro World. And I swear to God, maybe, hopefully, something positive could come from this election. If it's not more the same and we still keep this guy. But man, I was telling my buddy, like, bro, whatever it was, we ain't going back to it. Whatever it was before 2016, bro, that shit is gone. We ain't going back to it. And I don't have a bleak outlook on the future. But I know we in the dark right now. What it's gonna take, or how far we got to go to get out of it, that's yet to be seen. But the stakes are getting higher and higher every day. Smith Williams, this RNA, this is just a little chat, man. I had it on my mind. I'll let you.